What up, chat? How y'all doing? What is up? I just added some new music to the playlist, so we're going to play that real quickly. I'll turn off shuffle. New music on the playlist. Only 4 songs, but there was a few I wanted to add, so I added them. Maybe we'll even put it up to slightly higher volume. Temporarily, at least. Let's get to the grind, chat. What y'all doing? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, what's up, Delta Tom? How you doing, brother? What's up, I'm Unpopular? How's it going? What's up, Presley, Hunter, CS Rain? Gonna bring back the Hunting Simulator series when the 3rd comes out? Yeah, I'll do at least a couple videos on Hunting Sim 3, and then if it ends up being good, we'll do more after that. What up, AMS Pro Sports? How you doing? How you doing? What would you consider a low-scoring cluster rack whitetail? I believe like anything below 410? I could be wrong. If not 410, anything under 407. I know they can get under 400, which would be like crazy low scoring. And I think I've got one of those even. Oh no, Colton, that's not good. You got a 402? Yeah, 402 is super low scoring, but that's a good thing with a great one, man. Like the low scoring ones are rare. You love to see those super low scoring ones. At least I love to see them. I think they're awesome. It's almost time, chat. Now, we're not going to shoot the level 5s yet. I'm going to wait till everybody gets in here, because obviously it's going to take 10, 20 minutes for the majority of viewers to get in here, and I want everybody to be able to see it since that was the title of the stream. So, let's go ahead. That's our other 5 right there. Keep grinding a little bit until like 10 minutes from now or so. Luke, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah, it's the best ones to get, Owen. Best ones to get, man. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Jets? How's it going? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Noel? What up, Screw Girl? How's it going, Josiah? I can't believe that's the name that stuck. Yeah, dang it, Bobby. Yeah, we need to shoot that. We definitely need to shoot that. You smell a stinky crow. What's up, Blue? How ya doing, Blue? Oh, we can shoot that. That is a blastable Deerio right there. Smoked him. Oh, is that 3 deer over there? Hold up. 2. I know I saw a 3rd. Yeah, there's a 3rd. No, wait. Yeah, it's 3rd. Okay. Both females with a little male, though. So nothing too notable. Oh, nice, Azero. That's awesome. By the way, guys, we're at 340 kills on this grind right here. Getting up there in kills. How many albinos do you have? I'll be honest, I haven't kept track of individual rares, like how much I have of each type of rare. I would estimate, you know, anywhere from 50 to 100 across all species. Maybe more even. Rancho or a ski? Oh, a ski's better. Rancho is not nearly as bad as some people make it out to be, though. Rancho is actually very, very solid for the Great One grind. How am I doing in my fantasy football this year? Okay, so in the 2, like, important leagues that I've got going, the one that is, you know, with the homies, I'm 1-1 in both of those leagues. Mainly because Derrick Henry failed me last week. Derrick Henry failed me so much. Getting only like 1.3 fantasy points. Like, come on, Henry. You're one of the best running backs in the entire league. Give me more than 1.3 points, brother. Oh, it was sad, man. It was so sad. I don't think I've ever seen Henry lay such a massive goose egg. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Did I forget to... Oh, I forgot to go to my playlist. Hold on. Where are the new songs in the playlist? Oh, here we go. That's the one that we just did. Then we did that one. This was the next one. Nothing to shoot here this time. Yeah, AJ Brown's been disappointing too. I've got him on my second league and I've benched him. I benched him and I've started a couple of other receivers in his place. I can't remember who. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the Sleeper app real quick. Since we're talking fantasy right now. Okay. This is the league. Yeah, this is the league I benched AJ Brown. And in his place, I put T. Higgins. I had T. Higgins benched because he wasn't really producing the first week. But AJ Brown's gone 2 weeks without really producing. So I put T. Higgins in his place. I feel like T. Higgins is going to be more reliable, even with Browning at quarterback. How do you do Croc HM? I haven't really fully done Croc HM, so I have no clue. Like the best way to do it. I would assume it's like leave level 4s and below or something, since they go clear to like level 1 as males. Watch AJ Brown pop off this week. That'd be my luck. That would be my luck, man. I also had the unfortunate thing happen of having Joe Burrow starting in one of my leagues and Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen in two of my other leagues, so none of my QBs did good last week. It's a miracle that I even won one of my matchups. Absolute miracle. Also, Travion Henderson for the Patriots hasn't been getting as many handoffs as I was hoping he would. So I ended up picking up Ramondre Stevenson since he got a crazy amount of yards and a touchdown last week for the Pats. So here is what I got in like our main fantasy league with like Flinter and Sam and Nate and Divers and everybody, right? I got Jalen Hurts. I got Derrick Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, CeeDee Lamb, Deebo Samuel, Sam Laporta, George Pickens, Tet McMillan, Parker Romo, Trey Hendrickson, Zach Bond, and I got Bynum, Cam Bynum as my DB. I got some good players benched as well, too. It's pretty insane that last week, I would have been better off starting Drake May in both of my leagues. Drake May outperformed Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. Yeah, Stevenson's looking really good, man. I haven't seen Ramondre Stevenson look so good in a while. He had like, what, 88 receiving yards and like, I think 58 or something like that on rushing yards. He was going off last week against the Dolphins. But then again, Dolphins are kind of garbage this year, so... What's up, Ender? How's it going? We just started, Knowles. We didn't have a chance to get anything good yet. When do I shoot my stacked diamonds? Whenever you think the map is fully herd managed. Or good enough, you know? It's 100% personal opinion. Yeah, I've got Travion Henderson in all of my leagues except one. I was really hoping they'd give the ball to him more. I think, honestly, they're going to ease him into it. I think at some point he'll get more carries, but they probably want to be using him in the right way. But, man, I really feel like they should give him the ball more because he's so elusive, so explosive. He can make a play out of anything. Dude is a beast. Now we stupid deer. You guys suck. triple smoked. All right, stream's been going for about 13 minutes now, so I think it's time we start shooting the level 5s. We'll go shoot them next run. So we'll finish up this run, then the very next run we'll go ahead and shoot all of them. Like 4 years ago, Grey Draco King. Like 4 years ago. I'm blind. Project Hunt. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good, man. Due to the time difference within the US, your live streams usually start right before I go to bed, making it hard to watch the entire thing. Still, I try to watch whenever possible. You go real hunting sometimes. When I was a kid, I hunted IRL. I haven't been able to since I was 18. But I used to, yeah. Appreciate the super chat once again, dude. Yeah. I got Laporta as my tight end, Owen. On the main league. In my secondary league, I've got McBride as my tight end. But yeah, on the main one, I do got Mr. Laporta. I was starting, what's his face? The Browns tight end. What's his name again? I'm drawing a blank. Njoku. I was starting Njoku, but he has not been doing good, so I ended up dropping him and starting Laporta instead. Oh yeah, it's pretty good, Ender. I like Rancho a lot. Not nearly as difficult as what some people made it out to be. Like, I saw a lot of people saying that Rancho wasn't better than SRP or that it wasn't better than Park A, but man, it's been pretty good. Not as fast as a ski ridge, but we're in a pretty good state right now. Toughest part's the coastline. If you can deal with the coastline, you're golden from there. I pretty much manage the coast down, but I'm still checking some of the zones for stragglers because occasionally one pops up over here. And this zone over here still gets like 2 or 3 shooters. Now, I don't really watch baseball, Project Hunt. I'm really only into football. Oh, man, Ollie. That must have been a nice surprise to walk up to it and see a melanistic. That's a bad angle. Oh. And that's not a bad angle. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, little feller. Now, I don't watch hockey either. Just football. For regular sports, just football. That's it. College and pro football. How do you do Banteng HM? I don't remember what I did. I think I was keeping level 2s. I believe that was it. Jeez, Ender. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, sir. So level 2s and above? No. You leave level 2s and below. Is what I was saying. Like, you keep the 2s, shoot anything higher than that. If I'm not mistaken. Again, it has been a long time since I have grinded Banteng. It might be leaving 3s and above. I'd recommend going back and watching some of my Banteng videos I did. You can probably pretty quickly, like, figure out what I was leaving just based on what I'm shooting and what I'm not in those videos. That's what I would recommend checking out. Because it's been so long since I've done it. I believe they're called mule deer because of their giant ears, Azero. I believe that's the reason why. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's why. Could be wrong, but I think that's the reasoning. Back at the zone where our beautiful great one was that we realistically took down. He ain't there no more. That's for sure. All right, I got an idea. We're moving this tent. I'm tired of, like, being over here. What time is it for me? It's currently 3:18 p.m. We're going to go over here, brother. I think that's going to be a better angle. In fact, you could probably even go like... Oh, dude. That's going to be the spot if there's like a open area to put the tent. Which map would you recommend for people new to Call of the Wild? I mean, for easy hunting? Salsvisen Park is really easy. It's a super small map. The animals are plentiful and everywhere. The majority of them are very, like, small game and birds, so you don't really need any crazy big weapons for them. I'd say Salsvisen Park's one of the best, like, beginner-friendly maps you could possibly have. Tiabaro is also pretty beginner-friendly. It's super, super wide open. There's a lot of species that give a pretty good amount of cash, like the red deer. And they're also confined to pretty, like, small areas, like small home ranges for each species, so it's a really good map for beginners. Even a ski ridge is probably pretty good for newcomers. Oh, we could totally put a tent up there, dude. Ow. Owie, that hurt, chat. I don't use any mods, and I don't recommend anybody use any mods lanes because they can mess with your save file. They can screw things up. And they're not, like, supported by the game. So anybody that is making a mod or using a mod, it's like actively going against what the game's code is trying to do, right? Like, because the game wasn't designed to have mods implemented. So I definitely don't recommend using them ever because it can screw a lot of things up. And it's not, like, supported or condoned by the community. Maybe Rad, dude. I don't know. It's tough for me to get fully into a herd management grind if there's no possibility of great ones showing up. I mean, I'm kind of doing a grind like that with the wolves, I guess. I'm just not herd managing them, so if I get a super rare, it'll be like the craziest thing in the world. Please don't spam, Aiden. I'm not going to respond to a message if you spam it. Oh yeah, longer render distance would be awesome. I just don't think you should mod your game to get it unless you just don't care about your save file. Is there such thing as a great one Bantang? Sadly, no, there isn't. There is some fun ways, though, Lane, where you can get longer shots than the normal, like, 415 or 418 or whatever the distance is. If you go on top of a mountain, you can see animals that are further away if they're, like, down below you, you know? I've made, I think it was like a 600-meter shot on a mountain goat on a ski ridge by going to the tallest mountain on the map. So it is still possible to get further than the render distance just by using elevation to your advantage. Because the render distance is like a flat render distance across like the base of the map, right? So the mountains aren't factored into that. All right. What do you think, chat? Better spot? I think so. This looks great, man. This looks amazing. I'm dreading the Great One Fox grind, but they look pretty cool. They are cool, but I don't blame you. It's a tough grind. There's a reason I don't have a Great One Fox. I just don't find it fun. The only way I'll go for a fox is if the homies come along and help me grind. That almost let me place it there. It totally was going to let me place it. Well, that works. That works right there. Okay. Okay. I'm liking this, chat. All right, let's go through and murderize all the diamonds now. I should probably change the time first, though, because it's at 17:01. Oh, there's not many of them on the map, Johnny. I think I found like 6 groups of eland when I was looking earlier on the Way of the Hunter update. It's a cool thing that they added, though. I'm happy that a modern hunting game finally added the eland in. I recorded a video, but I'm not going to get it released till tomorrow. So, yeah. But they're cool. I like them a lot. If there was a great one of everything, what would I grind? Manitoban elk, blacktail deer. I'd probably still be going back to stuff like the mule deer and the whitetail and stuff like that. Okay, we need to change time. How to make those numbers that you hunted? What do you mean? Are you talking about like the counters? There we go. There's 3. Where's our 5? We're here to shoot the 5s, man. We're shooting all our stack 5s. There he is. Hey, little buddy. What? The second one ain't going down? This is un-freaking-leavable, brother. Tell me that first shot wasn't a vital hit. Come on. Come on, Call of the Wild. Unbelievable. Favorite fast food? I don't really eat much fast food, but I'd say it's got to be a Five Guys burger. The double bacon cheeseburger all the way. Best thing. Best fast food, man. And, ooh, 340. 340 max weight. Let's freaking go, chat. He looking thick. He looking juicy. He's huge. He's huge. Let's go, bro. That's a monster right there. That's a freaking monster. We're going to tax him. Monstrous deer. Oh, the counter's on the top of my screen. So the ones in the middle that show like Great One and Diamond, that's done through the Stream Deck. I have a Stream Deck. I use their software. There's like a plugin for their software. I think it's called like Bar Raider counters or something like that. Where essentially I just press a button that it's bound to on my Stream Deck and it will add a number to it. It's a pretty amazing little feature. Nah, it's all random, Reiki. You're never guaranteed to get anything specific when you open up a map for the first time. I've had a couple scenarios where I have absolutely nothing on a brand new map until I've like shot some animals and got respawns. And then I've also had occasions where it's just like, boom, 3 or 4 diamonds right off the bat. It's 100% RNG when it comes to the initial generated population. Oh, we got a solo popping up there. Not cool, bro. Oh, that's a solo too. Oh, he dead. He gone. He dead and gone. Smoked him. Yeah, definitely, Reiki. You've definitely had some crazy luck if you've had a rare on pretty much every map off the bat. Love to see it. Just got Sunder Patton, and the 3rd snow leopard I ever killed was a melanistic. Let's go, GM. That's awesome. That's super cool to see. Yeah, Project Hunt. Hey, that's what herd management will do for you, man. That's what it do. It is a wonderful thing. Are you herd managed now? Well, that's what we're trying to see. I am not finding too many like extra ones to shoot now. And so I'm killing all the diamonds, and we're going to see what our diamond rate is. If the diamond rate still sucks, we'll start stacking again. That's the wonderful thing about HM is like you can stop your stacking and, you know, kill them all off to see if you're fully herd managed. And if you're not, you can just start stacking again. Later, AMS Pro Sports. Appreciate you dropping in. Oh man, Clat, that's crazy. That sounds complicated and chaotic. Nice, Cheddar Cheddar. That's awesome. Hey man, I'm struggling to get my red deer great one. I've got 15 9 legendaries on the map, and I'm at 2,300 kills. Oh well, that's your problem, Jared. If you're not shooting like the legendaries, you're just leaving like your biggest animals on the map. The only reason you stack is to get your map managed down. Once you've managed down your map, you gotta kill the diamonds, because those diamonds are going to be like your main shooters that you rotate on. Like all those diamonds are actively pushing down the respawns. Like you're going to be getting smaller respawns because you're not killing those giants. Don't worry about it though. It's a very commonly like misunderstood thing with herd management. You don't leave the stacked ones the entire time. You only stack diamonds until your map is herd managed. Once your map is herd managed and you're satisfied with how many low levels you've got, kill off all the diamonds and just keep on grinding on all the respawns. Hopefully that helps you out, man. Did you manage the coast or just left all? I managed like 80% of the coast. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that I didn't, but the majority are managed. Now, unlike the ski ridge grind, one thing I did do with this grind that I didn't do with the ski is I left every single high weight estimate level 2. Because I'm not trying to get as crazy herd managed as I am on a ski. We really just want to get like a few great ones from Rancho and, you know, see if we like the grind enough to keep it here. I'll likely return to a ski ridge for future ones. Like we'll probably get 1 or 2 more on this map. But yeah, I still think a ski ridge is by far the best one. So most likely it's still going to be our main mule deer map in the distant future. Okay, there's our 5. Gosh, we got so many 2s here. I really like this zone, so I actually am going to shoot one of the high weight estimate 2s because I want this to stay as one of my main zones. There we go. We smoked that level 5 and smoked a 2 as well. Will I grind mule deer on Silver Ridge? Probably not, because I've got my bear set up there. I don't want to take down my bear setup. Is 3 rares and 10 diamonds good for 300 plus kills? Yeah, I would say so. That's pretty good. 318. He thick. He's beautiful. We already have this rack taxidermized, and I think it's a much higher score as well, so we're not going to tax this guy. But still cool to get another diamond on the grind for Rancho Del Arroyo. Where's the other one? There it is. Boom. 156. He's on the higher end of the score range for level 2s, so definitely one of the ones that's fine to take down if it's in a zone you like. Okay, Flinter just grabbed Romeo Dobbs off a free agency in our fantasy football. And he dropped Bates. Defensive back for Atlanta. Interesting. Flinter making moves while I'm streaming, huh? Trying to make roster changes, eh? I see what he's doing. Yeah, Project Hunt, it's super awesome. They did great with the Beavers. Got to be one of the coolest animals in the whole game. All right, we're going to go around the lake because I need to check some zones I haven't been to in a while. See if there's any stragglers. What's my favorite trophy from a ski? So I'm going to take great ones out of the equation. I would say it's got to be... Oh, gosh. Actually, you know, I'll leave great ones in the equation. It's got to be the Dripple Drizzle Classic Rack Great One. Number 2 has got to be the Diamond Melanistic Muley. Third's got to be the Diamond Dilute Muley. Fourth, maybe the Piebald Beaver. And fifth, oh gosh, it's tough, man, because there's so many cool trophies. Until I think of something else, fifth best would have to be that Diamond Pronghorn we got, because they just look so good now. They just look so good now. Okay, this zone is still completely managed down. Good to know, good to know. What's up, Epic Blades? What map am I playing on? This is Rancho del Arroyo. Have I done Whitetail on Rev? I've tried it twice and I didn't like it. Both times, the reason I ended up stopping the grind was because they bounce too much. Like, when you shoot a deer, especially like early on in the grind, the chances of them coming back to the same zone you shot them in seem so low compared to other whitetail grinds I've been on. Like, it was crazy how much they were bouncing from zone to zone. It made it so difficult to be efficient, and I value efficiency over everything in grinds. And so I just couldn't get into Rev on Thule. Too many bouncers. It takes too long to manage the map. There's too much water to search. I just didn't like it. And I know a lot of people find it shocking that I love Layton Lakes for whitetail since I don't like Rev on Thule. But like with Layton, you only got to search half the map. And they don't bounce as much when you shoot them. Like, they're much more reliable with respawning in the same places you killed them. Like, at this point in my grind, I'm fully herd managed on Layton Lakes, right? And I don't get deer bouncing to zones I'm not hunting, except for, like, insanely rare occasions. What was the most you reacted to a great one? Oh, gosh, I don't know. Probably the two-tone Big Rack Moose that I got off of Rev on Thule with no HM. That's got to be, like, the biggest reaction I've had to a great one. I reacted, like, so crazy, I, like, made my mic bug out hard. I don't know. Can you guys think of any other reactions that were crazier? I think that was probably my craziest reaction, because I was just so blown away that I got literally one of the best combinations you could get without HM. Besides Africa 2.0, what are the top 3 maps you would like to see? Well, my number one favorite, and this goes above Africa 2.0 even. I want a Texas Game Ranch. I want a Texas Game Ranch. I'd also like to see Greenland. And what else is a good one? Trying to remember what the other one I was thinking of. Some type of Amazon map, probably. I'd say that's my top 3, excluding Africa 2.0, since that was the, you know, the basis of the question. Yeah, those are my top 3, probably, outside of Africa 2. What's up, Deer Slayer? How's it going? What's up, Johnny? I know one that'll be crazy. Oh, yeah. Here it goes again. Ender talking about the foxes. Hey, I already said, you know, if we find a day where everybody can hop on and we can manage my map down, I'll hunt some foxes. It's just such an annoying grind that I just don't want to do it alone. Nice, A10, man. That's awesome. Love to see it. Rare snow leopards are some of the coolest things in the whole game. Well, I meant the typical, but that works too. Oh, I just assumed it was foxes since you were mentioning something. Since you were the one mentioning it, Ender, I assumed it was gonna be fox. I've just come to expect it at this point, man. Oh, he's game for whenever you want to? Okay. I got an idea then, Ender. Are you free in like an hour and a half after I get off of this stream? If so, I'd totally be down to do a little like fox hunting video while I watch the Thursday night football game. All right, we got one kill there. That's kind of a thick bighorn sheep. I mean, it's not going to make diamond, but kind of got to kill it for the respawn, I think. We got to kill that thing for the respawn, man. That could respawn a giant. Okay, let's go, Ender. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got Crow, Bills, or Fins. Kind of obvious. I was going to say, if we can beat the Dolphins, the Bills can beat the Dolphins. If the Pats can beat the Dolphins, the Bills can easily beat them. Easily. I feel like it's no contest. Tua looks terrible. Even the coach of the Dolphins seems like he's lost all hope. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Dolphins are going to get slaughtered. And it's going to be great for my fantasy league. In fact, I might bench Breece Hall. Or wait, no, we're talking Dolphins, not Jets. Somebody mentions Jets in the chat, and it threw me off there. Do I have any Dolphins players? No, I don't have a single Dolphins player. Oh man, crazy, dude. Can I do a New England Mountains grind? I tried it with Whitetail. They were pretty unreliable. I can't really think of any animal I would grind on New England Mountains. I mean, maybe raccoons, but I think Salzwiesen Park is better for raccoons. New 3 in a main zone. Let's go, Ender. Let's go. Okay, there's that 5 we need to murderize. We gotta find that bighorn we shot. Also, dude, I have not had a single solo show up in this spot ever since I killed the one at the beginning of the grind, which is really nice because it's kind of an annoying spot to go to if you don't have a tent there. Oh, nice, Ender. Nice. All the sports going on. Ooh, he thick. 174 kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Gonna lie. Only killed like 200 mule deer and still no dimes. That's not super uncommon, man. I didn't kill a diamond until about 200 kills on this grind. On our like first grind we did here on Rancho. And also keep in mind, if you are herd managing, the first grind is always going to have way less diamonds because you haven't like got a bunch of low levels on your map yet. Oh, I guess I should have known that fast traveling was going to spook these guys. We'll just pop a 3 real quick and then main menu so that we can shoot the 5. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to claim that 3. He's kind of way far away from the tent. Had to make a new account. I'm trying to decide what map I should get first. What would you recommend? If you want something that's like super like low level account friendly, Salzwiesen Park's a great option. All of the animals there are like lower class ranges, so you can take them with the base weapons. If you want something that's got big game too, Ski Ridge is a great option, as well as Tiabaroa and Silver Ridge Peaks. Like all those maps are super good, like first maps to go on. Should I shoot level 1 whitetail? If you're herd managing, no. If you're trying to herd manage, you don't want to shoot a level 1. Unless it ends up spawning in like one of your best zones, like one of your favorite zones, and you just, you know, don't want to lose that zone as a grinding zone. About the only time I would recommend shooting them. By accident, I shot a leucistic goose with a 300. Oh, no. Oh, that's tragic. That's unfortunate. We all been there, though, man. It's a diamond. This rack isn't guaranteed to make it, so I was wondering... Oh, dude. Look how close it was, chat. That's kind of crazy, man. That is kind of insane. Jeez. Almost didn't make it. He almost didn't make it. If you want to, Tatter Cheddar. Yeah, no problem, Landon. Always happy to help. Just a solo over there, man. All right, let's see what we got. Did they move up closer? Yeah, there's our 5. Okay. Nice 4. This zone sucks, man, but I haven't been able to manage it down, so it's got to be one of our main zones for now, I suppose. He won't spook when I shoot this, I don't think. Distance is about 220. Let's 0 to 150. Aim a little high. Drop it right in the heart. Let's go. Nice. Let's hope he makes it. You play Roblox? No. I wouldn't touch Roblox with a 10-foot pole. Not with all the controversy they've got into recently. And even before then, I wouldn't have played the game. But now I definitely won't. Ooh. Oh, he's huge. Wait, is this a new rack, guys? I don't recognize this rack. Hold up. Or did they fix that rack that used to have indentations in the antlers? Wait, did they fix the rack that had like the weird indent in the antlers? Is that what this is? Is this that one? I think that's what happened. I don't think this is new. I think they fixed it. Oh, it is, Johnny? It's the fixed version of it? Let's go. They finally fixed this rack. I haven't shot this rack since the update, so I had no clue that they actually repaired it. Because before there was like this weird chunk taken out of the antler that looked really strange, but they made it look good again. Let's go. That's super awesome because this is a beautiful rack. It just had that weird indentation in it, and now it doesn't. Good job, EW. They need to do more antler reworks. Because it's some of the best stuff they've done to the existing animals in a long time. Like, sure, the model updates are awesome, but I feel like so many species could use better looking antlers. Like Roosevelt elk, like black-tailed deer, like white-tailed deer. A lot of the super early on iterations of true racks could really use a revamp. Nothing here. Rocky elk, please. I like the Rocky elk, but yeah, they could be more realistic. I think Rocky elk fall into a category where they're not like super realistic, but I still like the way they look. Whereas like a lot of small Roosevelts just look too spindly and weird. But yeah, I wouldn't hate a Rocky elk rework. I don't think it's the most pressing rework that's needed, though. Got the game for PC. Now I have to do my least favorite part of the game, so the stream should help a little. Hey, I mean, sometimes a restart can be kind of cool, you know? Gives you an opportunity to restart your map and your profile, knowing like everything that you've learned along the way, and who knows, maybe you can like cultivate your maps and stuff better than before, like correct some mistakes you may have made in your first playthrough. I've always like thought about potentially doing that at some point in my lifetime of playing this game, because even though, you know, right now I've got everything unlocked, I've got bazillions of cash to spend on taxidermization and buying stuff and stuff like that. Even though I got all that, there's so many mistakes I made when setting up some of my maps early on. And there's a bunch of stuff that I've bought, like guns and stuff that I just never use. But who knows? Maybe one of these days, maybe in a few years, Scarecrow might restart the main account. You never know. It won't be anytime soon, but maybe at some point. What good hunting games are on the Nintendo Switch? Not very many. I think the only like full-fledged hunting game on the Switch is, what's it called? Hunting Simulator 2, which it's not a great hunting game, but it's the best you can get on the Switch. If you restart a new game, do you still keep your earned money? No, you don't. The only thing you keep is the trophies you've taxidermized and the lodges you've set up. That is the only thing that carries over when you restart the account. So you really don't get to keep too much. Yeah, no problem, Bailey. Maybe one of these days we'll get some better hunting games on the Switch, but yeah, as of now, that's about your only option. Hush, little mule deer, don't say a word, or I got a bullet for you. You heard? Bars. Bars! Scarecrow is back. Also, guys, do you like having the background music a little bit louder than normal? I bumped it up one notch. You guys prefer it to be this volume level, or do you like it a little bit quieter? I kind of like it a little bit louder. Because now that I've got separate audio tracks, if I ever have a clip, I can just cut the music out of it and keep the rest of the audio from the clip. What would my rapper name be? I don't even know. Don't even know. What would it be? Maybe Scarecrow, because flares are hot and Scarecrow's music's fire. Got him. Oh. Oh. You kill a great one and suddenly giants are spawning in the zone where he was. I need a claiming tent so bad here. What will I do, chat? What tent will I remove? I literally just placed it, but kind of thinking of removing that one. Get rid of this one. No, I can't, because I still get a straggler there occasionally. Yeah, Johnny. What, you didn't like that? Oh, man. God dang it, Johnny. How dare you not like my puns and stuff? What the heck? Yeah, we're going to remove this tent as much as I want to keep it there. What's up, Clay Drew? Lil Chick. Oh my gosh, drivers, yes. The legend of Lil Chick lives on. The greatest AI picture of a chicken that's a rapper ever created. Beautiful. We stan Lil Chick. I play on PC, Fishy. The only thing I use Xbox for is College Football 25 and 26. Everybody's luck's a little bit different, Wayne. If you're not herd managing, diamonds tend to take a few hundred kills, like 1 to 200 kills on average. So it's definitely possible to go a week without a diamond if you're not herd managing. Gotcha, Clay Drew. Gotcha, sir. I take it the internet's a little spotty, Clay Drew, since it double sent the message. Yeah, what the heck, Clay Drew? How dare you spam? You're a moderator, brother. Come on. You know, I've never noticed this little dot of water before. I wonder if there's deer there. Could you imagine if that tiny dot of water has deer and we just have never checked it? Because as I was walking down here, I got to thinking, Layton Lake has some almost invisible lakes that have animals at them. What if Rancho has the same? That is a tiny lake. Is there any others? Is there any other micro lakes? Not in the mule deer territory. Crazy. Nice, Clay Drew. Love to see it. Yeah, Cohen. That's hilarious. Oh, we see we see two of them, Clay Drew. We see two of them. Which is ironic because it seems like Tua can't see anything. Got him. Oh! Oh! Dolphins fans in shambles. Boom. Can confirm they cannot drink there. Well, we're about to find out, brother. I'm checking it anyway. Let's go. I gotta know. Maybe it's like a 1 in 50 chance. Shut up, rabbit. I guess we'll see. I'm unpopular. I guess we'll see. Coyote tracks. Texas is going to win? Not if Arch Manning keeps looking terrible. Arch has not been looking good. I get it. It's his first season starting, but my lord. He is not looking good. What's up, Lisa? How's it going? Got a hooded Irish elk, great one fallow, and drop time great one whitetail 1 day apart. Let's go, Trash Call the Wild Hunter. That is epic. Nothing here. Not a deer. In sight. Anything rare? Not today. We got a few diamonds. No rares. I mean, only you can tell if you're on the right track, VR guy. If you're popping diamonds like crazy, then you know that you're looking good. That's the thing about HM. You pretty much just keep managing down the map, keep getting more and more small levels until you start getting diamonds like every 20 to 30 kills. We got to go check the zone over here because we occasionally get some over here. Do I have enough zones? Wait, so by 14 shooting zones, you're talking about like that's all the zones you found? If that's all the zones you've found, you definitely haven't found all of them. There's probably double that minimum for red deer. Because red deer are on pretty much every lake above the river. They're on 2 spots on the river and 1 lake below the river on Tiawaroa. If you're trying to herd manage, you will have to hunt every zone at some point to manage it down. And the goal is essentially to manage down the majority of them so that you have, you know, like only 20 or so stags remaining to shoot. He's not as small as I'd like, but I don't want to check this zone again, so I'm going to leave him. He's only a 3. This is kind of like on a ski where the last like 2 or 3 solos I left as like 3s. Because I just didn't want to manage them down anymore. I don't pick between friends, Boone. How about mule deer, Cohen, since I'm going for mule deer right now? Oh no, H Superman, that's unfortunate, dude. Happy birthday, though. You have 16 shooting and 18 stacked zones. Okay, that's probably the majority of them. Something that's always good to do no matter what your grind is, VR guy, is it's always good to go back to zones that you manage down, because occasionally you'll get bouncers that go to those zones, especially with red deer because they have solos. Solos can go anywhere. A solo could bounce to the same zone as a fully managed down herd. So you definitely want to, you know, go back and check them from time to time to make sure that you don't have any extras popping up there. I mean, exactly how I'm doing it, Boone. Herd management. Herd management, although it is one of the more difficult ways to grind because it takes a long time to set up, it is going to give you the best results. You're going to get more diamonds with herd management and probably more great ones as well. I personally do believe that it increases the chances of great one grinds being shorter. That's what I would recommend if you want to get more trophies. Check out some of the guides I've got on the channel. I have tons of different guides on herd management. I got a full playlist for it as well. It should be titled like Herd Management Guides Playlist. Maybe one of the moderators or members could put a link in chat, do the little command and stuff. Okay, little deerios. Nice, Max. Ooh, that's our other 5. Okay. That is our other 5 right there. Look at him. Wait. Is that the same estimate? No, that's different. Wait. Is that a new 5? Hold on. I feel like that's a different estimate. Maybe I'm tripping? Let's pop him, but I feel like that's a different 5. I could have swore the other one had a minimum estimate of 288. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's the one, Ender. That's the playlist right there. Oh, why am I doing that? I got a tent now. Let's go, Cohen. Love to see it. Rare furs are totally random, Wayne. Best way to get rare furs is to just shoot as many animals as fast as possible, in hopes that you'll get some respawns to come back as rares. Rares are probably the most like mysterious thing in the game at the current moment. Nobody really knows how to get more of them. There's been like 2 or 3 different scenarios where people thought they figured it out, and then it turned out to just be a fluke, a coincidence. One of the few truly undiscovered and mysterious things in Call of the Wild. $322. Let's go. Another one. 5 diamonds and 366 kills. I'll take it. Oh, nice, Blue. That's what we love to see. Back to back to back to back. You better just go up here. Been getting really small respawns on my fallow grind. I think I know who's coming. Hopefully, Brogan. Hopefully that great one's trying to pop. Amazing, Blue. That sounds about right. Oh, man. Yes, I do play on PC. Rides of Life, thank you so much for the super chat. Dime! That's right, we got a dime. We got a slimy dimey. There he is. Not really. That's his buddy. What's up, William? Two. This little feller gets to live. Oh, gotcha, Brogan. Yeah, hopefully it's a great one then. Oh. That's a big boy track there. We got a big boy solo on that zone. Not really anything we can shoot here. Aside from the one that didn't spawn in, that big boy. That thicky boy decided not to spawn in. If I'm using herd management, what is the lowest level red deer I should keep? Level 4 and below you want to keep. So anything that's a 4 or lower, you want to be keeping. And then if it's a 5 or higher, shoot it. Man. This one right next to us keeps spooking. I wish I could just catch up to it one time to see what level it is. Nothing over here right now, actually. We got a 3 there. That's something. What lake are you talking about? Lil Nub? Which lake? Because it really depends on which lake you're even talking about. Was your dream rare right now and your dream great one other than the whitetail typical rack fabled piebald? So other than that, it would be a typical rack fabled birch moose or a I would say probably classic rack pedal puff muley. All right, let's kill this guy. We need more respawns in this main zone here because I love this zone. Did he just die standing up? I think he just died standing up, chat. If that's the case, that's crazy. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it. What's up, llama? Oh, yeah. Glad you liked it, Swamp Viper. I had a lot of fun making that. Were you getting bored? No, I was rocking out to the music, dude. What are you talking about? Going crazy. Going, yeah, you know? What gun am I using? 300 AR. Hey! Stupid deer. Taking my tent. That's my tent. My tent. Leonard said you were not happy about the Patriots last week. What do you mean? I was really happy about them. Patriots decimated the Dolphins. Well, they didn't decimate them. But Drake May looked freaking amazing. Drake May looked so good. 19 of 23 passes, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. I couldn't be more happy with them. The only thing I wasn't happy about was our cornerback. I think his name's Alex Austin. He's a backup cornerback that just let Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle absolutely burn the crap out of him. But Christian Gonzalez is back to practice, so pretty soon that won't be a problem, hopefully, since Gonzalez is like a top 5 cornerback in the NFL. I was disappointed in the Raiders lost in week 1 for the Pats. And it was the same reason. Alex Austin, and I think our strong safety at the time was our backup as well. Like, they had one of the rookies playing instead of Kyle Duggar. Honestly, the thing I'm most annoyed with the Patriots over the first couple weeks isn't even to do with the games. It's the fact that they released Jabril Peppers before the season even started. And he was like one of their best defensive players. That's like probably the most disappointing thing. The fact that they got rid of Jabril Peppers still blows my mind. Because Peppers was still a great player that did very well for them. Just wild to me that they released him. Yeah, Packers do look crazy. Packers look insane. Just the Patriots, Casey. When I was a kid and played a Madden game for the first time and knew nothing about the NFL, I saw the Patriots and I was like, dude, America jerseys, let's go. That's my team. And it turned out they were actually pretty good as well. So I made a good choice. Unfortunately, last few years, they have not been great. Hey. About 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Ender. Somewhere around there. They're not going to die fast enough. One of them died. I don't want to go claim them. I'll be honest. I'm not going to walk all the way over there. Appreciate that, Johnny. In fact, Ender, I probably should hop off stream now and go get some dinner then. I'm going to go get some dinner, chat. Hope y'all had a fun time. We killed all the diamonds like we set out to do today. I got to go eat some food before the Thursday night football game and hunting foxes with Ender for a future video. I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace.